Hello, everyone. I'm gonna read you all this story. It is called Dog Breath: The Horrible Trouble with Hally Tosis by Dave Pilkey. Let's begin our story. There once was a dog named Holly who lived with the Tosis family. Holly Tosis was a very good dog, but she had a big problem. Hally Tosis had horrible breath. Whenever Halitosis opened her mouth, horrible things happened. When the children took Halitosis for a walk, everyone else walked on the other side of the street. Even skunks avoided Halitosis. But the real trouble started one day when Grandma Tosis stopped by for a cup of tea, and Holly jumped up to say hello. And Mr. and Mrs. Tosis were not amused. Something has to be done about that smelly dog, they said. The next day, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis decided to find a new home for Holly. The children knew that the only way they could save their dog was to get rid of her bad breath. So they took Holly Tosis to the top of a mountain that had a breathtaking view. And they hoped that the breathtaking view would take Holly's breath away. But it didn't. Next, the children took Holly Tosis to a very exciting movie. They hoped that all the excitement would leave Holly Tosis breathless. But it didn't. Finally, the children took Holly Tosis to a carnival. They hoped that all they hoped that Holly would lose her breath on the speedy roller coaster. You think it will work? Hmm? No, it didn't. But that idea stunk too. The plans to change Holly's bad breath had failed. Now only a miracle could save Hally Tosis. Sadly, the three friends said good night, unaware that a miracle was just on the horizon. Later that night, when everyone was sound asleep, two sneaky burglars crept into the Tosis house. The two burglars were tiptoeing through the dark, quiet room when suddenly they came upon Hally Tosis. Yikes! whispered one burglar. It is a big, mean, scary dog. Oh, don't be silly, whispered the other burglar. That is only a cute little fuzzy puppy. Hmm? The two burglars giggled at the sight of such a friendly little dog. That dog couldn't hurt a fly, whispered one burglar. Come here, Poochie Poochie, whispered the other. So Hally Tosis came over and gave the burglars a nice big kiss. The next morning, the Tosis family awoke to find two burglars passed out cold on their living room floor. It was a miracle. The Tosis family got a big reward for turning in the crooks, and soon Hally Tosis was the most famous crime fighting dog in the country. In the end, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis changed their minds about finding a new home for Holly. They decided to keep their wonderful watchdog after all. Because life without Holly Tosis just wouldn't make any sense. The end. That is the end of the story. I think what we could learn about from the story is that Holly Tosis is a very, very stinky, cute little doggy puppy. But the one problem that the family had with her is her stinky breath. But let's ask one of my little buddies some questions, cause here they are. Come out, Mrs. Carmen the Cool Cat. Well, hello everyone. and also his friend and best friend, Mr. Crow.
Well, hello everybody. Good to see you all soon.
Well, tell me, what was the problem with Hally Tosis and her family?
I know. Hally Tosis had a stinking bad breath.
She had a stinky bad breath?
Yes.
And was that the problem the family was having with her?
Well, yes. The family, they were struggling with Hally Tosis because of her bad, stinky breath.
But why? Do you know, Mr. Crow?
Well, it all started when Grandma Tosis came to visit the family, and she asked for a cup of tea. And then Holly Tosis came up to her and gave her a big hello kiss. Oh!
Get up, Mr. Carmen.
Well, sorry.
And what happened to Grandma Tosis, do you know?
Grandma Tosis was like this. She was knocked out.
And why?
Because of Holly Tosis' stinking breath. Yuck!
So, how did they try? Well, they're trying to get rid of her bad breath. Hmm? Hmm?
Well, first the kids took Holly Tosis to up in the mountains. Sorry, on the top of the mountain to see a breathtaking view.
And did that work? Sorry, did that got rid of Holly Tosis' bad breath?
No! Even the sun hated her bad breath. It stinks!
Yep, you are right. Then, where else did they took her?
Well, next they took her to the movie theaters
Because of a lovely movie will make Holly Tosis
breathless.
And did that work?
No! Even the actors for the movie covered their nose and spray can everywhere and during the movie.
So where else did they took her? What's the last place they took her?
Well, they took her to the carnival to get on a big roller coaster. And that way, and the roller coaster is going fast, it could make Holly Toss's breath, stinky breath, away.
And did that problem work?
No, it did not work. Holly Toss's stinking breath had knocked out everyone on the roller coaster ride.
So, what did they decided?
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis were tired of Holly Toss's stinky breath problem.
So they decided to look for a home for Holly Tosis. Sorry, a new home for Holly Tosis. That way someone could take good care of her.
But the kids were sad. They don't want Holly Tosis to go away.
So, what happened next? Hmm?
Well, a miracle came by.
What a miracle.
Two burglars would enter the Tosis family's house and they were trying to be very quiet to steal things, stuff from the Tosis family, but they couldn't. And why not? Because of Hally Tosis. Because of Hally Tosis, what did she do? Well, the burglars thought she was a big, mean, scary dog. But they see her, she looked like a cute little fuzzy puppy. Well, what happened as they got close to her? Well, you know how Holly Toast is very friendly, so she came up to them and she gave them the biggest stinking kiss. Mwah! Ah! Like that. That stinks, Mr. Crow. I don't just be silly. But what happened to the burglars? Well, the burglars, they were they got scared and they knocked out. No, they just knocked out. They went boom like this. So they were out cold. That's what you both are trying to say to me, huh? They were out cold. They were knocked out. They fainted because of what did Holly Toast did. So what did she do? Her breath! Her stinky breath had saved the they had knocked out the criminals, the burglars. So, in the morning, when the Toast family woke up, what did they saw? They saw two burglars laying on the floor like this, and they were knocked out. And who was wide awake at night? Hally Tosis! She was wide awake like this, wide awake, and she became a hero and protected her family from the burglars. Yes, and the burglars, well, what happened to them? They got arrested. And all thanks to Holly Tosis for being the most cute little superhero dog in this country. And the Tosis family decided to keep her because they love her. So, what did they Tosis say? Well, life without Holly Tosis just wouldn't make sense. So she became the most popular watchdog now. Well, you both must love the story, huh? Yes, we love the story very much. It's one of my favorite stories. I think both of your breath stinks. Like this? Not really. What about yours, Mr. Crow? Blow me. Ah! No, Mr. Crow, that was the stinkiest breath. Yes, my breath is stinky. So is mine. So, what advice can you give to the kids at home? Well, if you have bad breath, don't forget to brush your teeth every morning and every night. And don't forget to be a superhero. And also watch out for strangers. And always love your family and just be yourself. Good night, everyone. We love you all. Hmm. And we wish you all have a good night's sleep. Good night. Ah, ah! I'm just being silly. Hi. Carmen's going to bed. You too, Mr. Grove. Well, good night, everybody. Ta-da! Well, life without Hally Tosis just wouldn't make no sense. But remember this, boys and girls. Always love your pets. Because they're the ones that love you, that protect your home, and that are always there, support you, and respect you. And but don't forget, you should love them too, and respect them too. Your pets are family, and they love you guys very much, and you guys should love your pets because we should always be there for them, and we should always take good care of our pets, and always brush your teeth. Well, don't brush your teeth. Sorry, no, don't brush their teeth. Maybe you can ask their parents how to keep your pet. Sorry, your your pets. I said pets, but your pets' teeth clean. That way their breath will smell fresh. But and always remember this: don't get near to strangers. And they call you to come over here. Nope. Mm-mm. You stay with your grandparents. You stay with your older brother and sister, with your parents, with your uncles. You stay with your family, okay? Because what strangers, what they could do, they would steal you, okay? So you all need to watch out for strangers because they are very, very dangerous outside in public, okay? So watch out. Even in your neighborhood too, you need to watch out for strangers. Okay. Good night, everyone. I love you all. Stay safe. Eat healthy. Do exercise. And if you're bored, well, draw or paint or do some fun activities at home that you can do. Okay. I love you all. Good night.